Saturday evening and hello, I am past caring, quite honestly. Oh, that was perfect timing, wasn't it? It's Saturday night. I've had 2 glasses of wine and I feel fine. I just had to get rid of the low battery alert. I can't stop yawning. And they're the yawns that never complete, so you have to keep doing them. So yes, Saturday. It's been a funny old day. I have been properly out of sorts all day, not because of COVID necessarily, just one of those funny old days where you have all these plans of all the things that you're going to do, and then you find that they don't really suit your mood, and so everything just feels discombobulated. I've had a couple of friends that I've been in close contact with this week just sort of go very quiet, and that's normal. I know they're busy. I know their WhatsApp is just alive like a firework all the time, and you get more and more messages and messages drop down. But I started to irrationally worry about them, which is so stupid. Everyone's been in touch this evening and said that they're all fine. So silly of me to get anxious about it, but you know me, I love my friends. I love them. So vlog wise, really haven't recorded very much at all. A little bit of knitting in bed this morning, a little bit of prepping supper this evening, and that is it. Now I've started to sew some face masks. Don't look at this one, I've done it wrong. It looks like a jockstrap, because at present our government is saying that they are unnecessary in that they might cause more problems than prevent. But around the world, so many countries are making them obligatory. I kind of feel like we've been on a back foot with a lot of things, and I'm wondering if we may be on a back foot with making masks. So I thought I'd make a few to give to my postman, my veg box crew, and a couple of other people, and direct them to some articles, some scientifically sound articles, so that, like, one of them is pro masks and one of them is anti-masks, so that they can weigh it up themselves and make a choice. But they've got masks, and I'm kind of doing it because I want them to have the choice and have a mask there, but also so that they know that I thought about them and I care, because I do care. And in times like this, it's nice to know that someone cares about you. So I'm not doing it for them to think, "Ooh, isn't Gaynor bloody marvellous?" That's not why I'm doing it. But I am bloody marvellous because I'm famous, and you lot don't know that I'm famous, but like I am, because I'm on books. I was having a chat with some friends the other day, and one of them had said, "Oh, it's like the Nancy Drew files. I just don't know where my husband's socks are." And I said, "I'm Nancy Drew." And I said, "I'm on book covers." and naturally they said, well, what do you mean you're on book covers? So here's the story. When I was 16 and I would go to my local library, my friend's mum worked in the library, and I would take out Nancy Drew books and Sweet Valley High books and whatever. I mean, I know I was 15, 16, but I was not, I wasn't like the 16-year-olds of today. I was not worldly. Anyway, the lady, I think she was the manager there, Claire, her husband was an illustrator, and he was looking for somebody who fit the description of Nancy Drew. So 15, 16-year-old, blonde, blue-eyed, to take photographs of, to then, in different costumes, to then do drawings and paintings to put forward for covers for a reprint of the whole Nancy Drew series. So my friend's mum worked there, and Claire, the illustrator's wife, worked there, and I used to go in there all the time, and I'm not really sure how it happened, but somehow I was approached and asked if I wouldn't mind every now and again dressing up in different clothes depending on what the book covers wanted, what the that particular case wanted, and have photographs taken in order to be drawn and painted to go on book covers. So of course I said yes, because I'm a little bit of a show off. So yeah, Debbie, my friend's mum who worked at the library, said to Claire, the illustrator's wife, well, I think Gaynor would be up for that, and I absolutely was, and I got paid to do it also. And I used to stand in a variety of crazy clothes that were pegged at the back and bulldog clipped, and Steve would take photographs of me and a couple of boys, whoever I'd rigged in to kind of help out, to be Ned, Nancy Drew's boyfriend. And he would take all these photographs, we would get some money, and then he would go off and he would draw them and then submit them as an idea of a book cover. And if he got the go-ahead, he would then watercolour paint them, and we would end up with a book. That's me when I had hair in my dad's shirt. That's James Garrett, and that's me running out of a car, and that was Steve's Volvo. I think Claire, I know that she has come across my podcast because she's messaged me before, but I don't know if she still watches. And this one here, that's Ian Bufton. I bought that t-shirt in Paris when I went there when I was 15 with my pen friend Marie, who I'm still in touch with now. And I've still got that woven belt as well. This one, that's Naomi Campbell and Linda Evangelista in the background. That's my mum's jacket, and this was a lycra dress. I used to call it my tart dress, which now just sounds completely wrong. No wonder my dad wouldn't let me out in it. And that again is James Garrett. And here we go again. That is the same shirt. This was the same shoot as this one. So same shirt and actually same jeans. He just changed the colour. And if you look, same shirt, same trousers, but Steve just changed the colour. So different poses. But the lovely thing is that I have all of these pencil drawings too. I've got, my mum and dad got a couple framed, and then, as often happens with parents, they have a little change of their decor and what have you, and the framed photos kind of aren't wanted anymore, so I've got them now. They obviously didn't want to throw them away, but yeah, so I've got them on the wall, which does seem a little narcissistic. It's just so funny. I remember this one, James here, he'd got a broken leg and he was holding me up, and I was too heavy for him, and he was leaning against the rabbit hutch, and I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think it was my dad came out and sort of held me up at strategic places to try and help James hold me up. God, he wouldn't have a chance of holding me up now. But look, I have got so many of these. I basically have an entire body of work. It's about 3 years' work. In 30, 40 years, you might find me on the Antiques Roadshow going, are these worth anything? Can I pay off my mortgage with these? Oh, so funny. Look, there's us in the background there as well. He always said to me, did Steve, I don't change much. I don't change much when I draw you. I generally shave a little bit off your chin. Don't know why he would have needed to do that, do you? Oh! Oh! What a coincidence! I have hundreds here. Oh, they're double backed. Sorry about the noise. Look, I have so many. Some of them are singular, but most of them are double backed. What a lovely thing to have. I think we worked out that I'd done 95 covers, and oh, funny, it's me in my prom dress. I remember being in Yeovil in W.H. Smith's with James, who was this guy here, and this little girl was buying Nancy Drew books, and we both walked up and went, hi, are you buying a Nancy Drew book? And she said, yeah. And we said, I'm Nancy. He said, I'm Ned. Do you want us to sign it? What a bunch of idiots. Anyway, there we go. So if any of you guys come across any books that are like this, now let's face it, Nancy Drew has been going around for a really, really long time. And there have been many, 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 many different revamps of the front covers. But if you come across any that look like this in a charity shop, or if you've got any that you're going to throw out, then chuck them my way, will you? Because just think it would be, I don't have many collections of things, but I think this would be quite a nice collection to have. So that is it. Horrendous vlog for today in a horrendously messy room with a lot of background noise from paper, but there we go. You got to take the rough with the smooth, ain't you, darling? Hope you're all okay. Loads of love. See you tomorrow.